You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, Love on Top. Featuring in-depth discussion on dating and relationships. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live, Love on Top.
Hey, get it. I'm about to drop it real quick like I usually do.
I ain't mad.
What's up, guys? It is Love on Top here on Black Hollywood Live, and we are bringing you some spice once again. I am your host, Spicy Madi, and I'm joined here today with the fabulous and handsome Kevin, my co-host, always making sure that he keeps things down to earth with my spice, giving the male perspective, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm here for, to mild out your caliente spice. All right.
Well, today we have a special guest for you, TUKO, who is an amazing artist and is going to give us his inside tip and his perspective as far as an artist is concerned on Love on Top. All right, so welcome, TUKO. Yay!
What's going on, everybody?
Thank you for joining us on Love on Top today.
No problem. I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you.
Yeah.
So you know it gets a little hot and heavy and steamy on Love on Top.
Okay.
So we have some pretty taboo topics that we're not afraid to cover.
Taboo, right?
So as long as you're ready to dive in, we're gonna get right to it. Okay.
Let's dive, yeah.
All right. Let's make sure the AC is on for TUKO.
So if your mom is watching this, just send her a disclaimer text like.
Right. This is an
Actually.
R-rated, X-rated almost show.
Oh, here we go.
So we always start off talking about Hollywood hotties doing the naughty.
Okay.
And today's Hollywood hotties that are getting special limelight are Kerry Washington and her husband Namdi. And you say Namdi's name better than I do, Kevin.
Namdi Asumga.
Namdi
Now-
Asumga?
Yes, Namdi Asumga.
Okay.
We're from the same African tribe. Bikimwaiwu.
Namdi is Nigerian,
joking,
but yeah, and he actually is a friend of mine from college. We went to Cal together, and he has been oh so blessed to have been able to impregnate Kerry Washington.
Right.
Hold up, Spicy. I had to stop for 1 second. He was blessed before that because he's playing for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yes, go
Yes,
49ers.
yes.
Go Niners, sorry. All right, back to what you were doing, Spicy.
Well, Namdi and Kerry have been together for a while now, and they secretly got married. And Kerry Washington has been dealing with a little bit of speculation as far as her visibility and her relationship is concerned, because we haven't really seen her in intimate settings with men until recently. She's starting to get a little bit more public with Namdi, who is currently her husband, who she's secretly married. But she is pregnant right now. And so there was lots of speculation that she was a lesbian for the longest. And so she's just...
Now, that would be a damn shame if she was. Seriously,
That is news to me. I've never heard that rumor.
Yes, there was
Wow.
speculation, and I don't know what it was about her character, but there was an article that came out on People's Magazine that was saying that that she is very confident with her sexuality, very in love with her husband, and she doesn't care about the rumors one bit. When people don't have anything to say, they automatically start speculating and throw out, any sexuality or lesbian rumors that they can. And
Right.
so, for the record, she's straight, and she's in love, and she's pregnant by Namdi.
Well, I guess the good news is if someone starts speculating you're gay, then that knows that you made it
That
in
means
Hollywood.
you've made it.
Exactly.
Now, I haven't had any lesbian rumors yet, so that means I still got to work a
You
little
gotta
bit
work
harder.
it.
You gotta work it up a little
Yes,
bit.
you do.
I'm going to have to put out a sex tape or something in order to speed this process up,
Just kiss a girl at a club.
Right,
Instagram it.
exactly.
That
Yeah.
is
I'm
true.
going to have to post something like that.
I'll be the photographer. Just let me know when y'all want this to go down. And
I would totally take you up on that offer. Well, I want to start off with not just talking about our Hollywood hotties doing the naughty, but also get into music and how that influences your sexual desires and sexuality as well. And TUKO, you make music for a living. Like, this is your
Right.
passion, right?
Yes, very much so.
How do you get inspired by the music, and like, what does sex have to do with it? Does it play a part at all?
You know what? I think you have to think about things that I guess are kind of sexy. Even if you're writing a record, it's about love. You know, even love is associated with sex. You know what I mean? It's something very sensual about music when you make it and you're doing something that you want people to connect to. You know what I mean? So sex, everybody loves sex, unfortunately or fortunately.
Everybody loves sex.
Everybody loves sex. So, you know, if you're making something that's sexy, I think it's important. That's how you connect with people. You know, sex sells.
Well, I'm just curious, kind of like off what Spicy said, when you do record these sexy songs, like for example, when an actor is getting ready for a play or to do a film role, they get in character, they get in the character's mind.
Right.
So, do you have sex right before you record the song just to get in that kind of thing? You know.
You know what? I think it's always good to have. It's good to have a fresh reference. A fresh sexual reference.
Wow.
When you write a song, because honestly, if you're trying to talk about that topic, you need something to refer to. You know what I mean? Like you really do like have to have something emotionally that you connect to so people could connect with it as well. Because if you don't connect, you're making up a story about some sexual encounter. People aren't going to connect with that. You know what I mean? It has to be genuine.
Everything that you sing about is pretty much true.
Good question.
In some way, shape, or fashion, it's something either I've experienced, or it's something I like to stick with what I experience, or it's something that I feel that other people really connect to. You know what I mean? Something I've witnessed enough of towards that people are gonna connect, and you're telling somebody else's story.
Now, how does that work if you're writing for somebody else? Because it's not their experience now, and they're singing or performing it through your eyes.
Right. Well, I mean, there are times where you're in the studio working with an artist and they're telling you their life right now, telling you what they're going through, telling you what they're experiencing, and you can really put that into music. When you're not doing it, I think you have to just bet on that other people feel like you do. You know what I mean? You kind of got to speak for the people and can't speak so specifically for the artist. And because that's who we're all trying to reach anyway. So,
right.
Yeah, that's what I try and do anyway.
So, like, this is really, really, really amazing that you have come from, you know, this background of music. You recently just created your music video, and your video's hot. Okay. And the reason why it's so amazing is because I'm watching the video and it's extremely creative. Now, we're going to show the video. We're going to play it for you.
Yes.
And I need to know where you got this idea from, because the way that it introduces you and introduces even the creators of the video, and then you're so swagged out in this video. Like who would have thought that you could dance too?
Right. Yeah. You know what's so interesting is, like, when we were putting this video together, we were working with choreographers, and I had to kind of explain to them, like, you know, I'm rapping in the song, but I don't necessarily consider myself a full-time rapper. Like, I sing. That's what I've always wanted to do. That's been my aspirations. So I had to kind of sit them down and, like, let them know that I'm very involved in the choreography. I wanted to look a certain way. I wanted to feel a certain way. And so that was an interesting, like, adventure in itself. But the video, I love simple things.
Okay.
Period. I wanted something that was black and white. I was inspired by a video by my sister's group back in the day, Doggy's Angels. They had a song called Please Believe It.
Okay.
And they had a song called Please Believe It, and the video was like a behind the scenes of their music video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was directed by Paul Hunter and Diane Martell, who I love as far as video directors. And so I kind of wanted to pay homage to my sister because she really inspired me. You know what I mean? So I thought it'd be a cool way to pay homage to her, do something simple, something I like, and kind of flip their concept and make it more of a behind the scenes photo shoot, and go for the photo shoot vibe instead of the video. So just kind of keep it simple. I love little twists. I love subtleties that are different.
Like,
you know?
I totally feel like you captured that, though.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now can we add, so you are a musician, an artist,
right,
a rapper now, and a dancer now too. Can we add dancer to the mix?
I will say that I like to dance. I don't know what the future will bring. I don't know if I'll be up there.
I don't see too many rappers that can dance. Like, you know, you were really
MC Hammer.
He was really doing some two-stepping up there. Marissa, can we play that video for our audience so that they can see how fabulous TUKO is? I mean, because I was really impressed. I was like, wait, now I thought he was an R&B artist, and he's also a producer. Like, you wear several different hats.
Yeah, I like to be involved with everything.
Okay, this is the video right here.
That's me.
boss, and it's part of the process. I guess confessing you got me stressing. Put you on my to-do list. Confucius made me do it. Now you may think I'm loony.
Look how cool you look.
I try and be true to me. I like things that are kind of cool and laid back. So, you know.
What you like. I love this chorus.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, what part did you play as far as writing this song?
I wrote the majority of it, and I had my friend Danny Roots come in because I wanted a female perspective in it as well. But I kind of wanted her to be a little swagged out as far as like saying, I'm going to put you on the payroll, girl. And I felt like she was the right person who could pull that off visually and on the record. So I had the Oh yeah, it's gonna be in there.
He's about to bust it out in a second too.
Yeah, so I had her come in and she changed a couple of lines, but ultimately, yeah, I wrote the majority of the record.
I love her voice. It complements the song so well with you.
Thank you.
She's gorgeous too.
Yeah.
Now, do people compare you to Andre 3000?
I've been getting that. I have. That's an honor because I think he's one of my favorite rappers of all time, definitely. It's Danye G. He's the producer.
What you like. I'm about to be in the next video.
Yeah. Yes. You said it. I'm gonna hold you to that too.
But that was just, a little taste of, what your video entails. But do you have any other videos or projects that are coming up?
Yes, actually, like a couple of weekends ago, we shot a video for my next record called Prince. We can curse on this.
Yes, you can curse.
Prince shit. It's Prince shit. I'll say that proudly now. I have a record called Prince Shit on my project, and it's a very it's kind of the antithesis of Payroll in a sense. It's a little more intimate. It's a little more sensual, and it's me singing more so. So we just shot that video, which is going to be really cool. It's going to be simple as well. I love performance videos, so it's that. And I wanted to incorporate a bit of a African vibe in it. So you have to kind of stay tuned and see. Yeah, motherland. Motherland, some dancers in there as well. So you kind of have to stay tuned for what that will be. But it's definitely an African vibe, and it's a real sensual record. I like it.
So is most of your music pretty much dancing type of music? You want people to sway their hips or drop it like it's hot? Or is most of your music get it wet in the bedroom, tongue you down?
Well, I would say that most of my music, I kind of make it with the intention of people listening to it almost by themselves sometimes, because I want people to have an introspective experience when they listen to my records, because I'm a very introspective person. I'm a very observational person. So I like to put in things that make people think. You know what I mean? And that's what I kind of set the tone for. You have to realize where your music fits. I know I won't always be in the club. This record could be in the club, I feel personally, but
yeah,
I know
sure.
The overall vibe of my project is going to be something that you listen to and it kind of makes you think. Hopefully it inspires you, gets you through things. Self-discovery is ultimately what I want to project in my music for people to kind of discover.
Now, what would you classify your genre as?
I classify it as urban.
Is urban.
Yeah. I was in a group. We did a lot. We did pop alternative. We had music that sounded like the Monkees. We had music that sounded. They compared us to Black Eyed Peas and No Doubt. It was a lot of different things.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are some good comparisons, though.
Right?
It was, yeah. We've been good. I've been getting good comparisons so far, so I'm happy about that. But I call my stuff urban. The stuff I do on my own, I definitely consider it urban.
So urban is just anything that I guess relates to urban audiences,
right.
Or embodies that R&B, hip hop. I don't know, whatever those things are, right?
Exactly. What is urban folk like? What we're used to. So I consider it urban for the most part. It's gonna be some weird eccentricities in there because I'm an eccentric person. But
say that word again.
Eccentricities.
Eccentricities.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to look that word up when I get home.
Right?
I'm thinking it comes from the root word eccentric.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. I'm a bit of an eccentric
Tuko's,
person.
he's smart too, guys. Okay, he's teaching spicy Marty vocabulary over here. I'm gonna start using that word. I'm about to tweet that out right now. All right, let's get back to the good stuff. Back to sex, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Why is it, because I know both of you guys, or at least everyone, should have some type of timestamp of a song that takes you back to a lover or someone you were in a relationship with or a moment that you shared with a partner. Why is it that music is able to do that for us? How is it that it's able to take us back in time?
You know what I think it is? I think because people get it on when they're young, and you have to play music to make sure you don't disturb, like maybe your brother or your sister. So you make your little mix CDs and you try and bump those, turn them up, and you try and hope that people don't know what's going on. But those are probably your first experiences to some songs.
So it takes you back to that moment when you were sneaking. You
were sneaking, you were creeping. Those are like the moments that you cherish, I guess, you know?
Which is funny because, you know, when you hear somebody that's in the room with someone of the opposite sex and they have R. Kelly blazing on the, I mean, what else do you think they're doing in there? You know, having Bible study it's like, obviously we know what they're doing, but.
Right.
Exactly, right?
It's like I'd rather you hear R. Kelly than hear, you know, either one of us in the room. So
okay.
even though you know.
So you saying you a loud person?
We don't want to hear the moans and groans.
Saying.
All right. Talk to us a little bit about artists that you feel like have inspired your sound.
I'm a huge fan of David Bowie.
Okay.
Which some people might find that interesting.
That is very interesting.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Really?
Yeah.
I love David Bowie. If you dig deep into what he's done everything. It's like he has like this endless catalog of music that you can just dive into whenever you want to just discover anything. He's already done it. You know what I mean? So I'm a huge fan of David Bowie. I love Missy and Timbaland. That's like my.
Oh, those are like classics.
Yeah, that's like my.
He's one of the greatest beat maker ever.
Who are you telling?
One of the best booty popping, bouncing on that ass. Like he make every single song they come out with, it makes you just want to, like, you know, pop that thing and look back at it.
Exactly. And it was always so different, but people were able to get into it. That's what I love about what they did. Yeah.
Well, the thing with Timbaland, to me, he was an innovator. Like, you know, when he started, you know, making songs with Baby crying on the hook and, you know, all of these just random sounds just thrown together, but yet people caught on.
Right.
You know?
Right, yeah. I mean, it changed music. They definitely changed music, because when you listen to the stuff they did back in like 1996 and you listen to what else was out at 1996, you're like, wow, this sounds completely different from everything else. You know what I mean? But everybody loved it.
Aaliyah.
Yeah,
Genuine,
exactly.
you know.
You know, the first time hearing One in a Million, I was
like,
what is this? I heard crickets in the song. And I'm like, I borrowed my cousin's tape, like her cassette tape. And took it home and wrote down the lyrics to the One in a Million song, like rewinding it and pressing play and then writing down the lyrics. So
it's still amazing to listen to till this day.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's classic. It's timeless. And you're hoping to achieve that sound as well, right?
Definitely. I want something that has soul in it, that sounds different, you know, but something that sounds different, but something that you can relate to as well. It's palatable, as I like to say. I like to use that word.
Palatable, another word to look up for those that are paying attention. All right.
We're going to have
just
that vocabulary
keep taking notes. Right.
Webster's Dictionary.
Things that are familiar but new at the same time. And that's what I think they were kind of achieving, because they definitely had soul in the music that they did. It was very soulful. You know what I mean? If you just kind of strip some of the things down, you're like, wow, this sounds like a soul record. You know, somebody could have sung back in the day, like Mavis Staples or somebody. But they added all these crazy things that made it really cool.
One thing that we always say about our show, Love on Top, is that there's nothing better in life than being in love and being on top of your career and on top of your partner in the bedroom. Okay? Top 5 songs.
Unless you're a bottom guy. It depends.
Unless you're a bottom guy.
Actually, that could be perceived another way. So keep go. Bati bati, go ahead.
Okay, we have dirty minds over here. Okay, I warned you. Top 5 songs that get you in the mood. If you could choose.
Ooh.
I know Genuine and Timbaland got to be on there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know what's crazy is my first favorite song ever is Knockin' the Boots by H-Town.
Ooh, that's a
That
good
is
one.
my first favorite song. Even though I was young, I don't know what the case was, but that was my first favorite.
Knockin' the boots.
Exactly. You can't go wrong with that. So I have to throw that in there. I have to throw in, who else would be in there? You know, maybe Genuine, of course. You throw in some Genuine. He has records like Pony, or I mean, that's if you really
So
get it
Anxious.
on.
Oh, Pony, yeah.
So Anxious, yeah, as well. Who else is in there? I think I don't know.
Marvin Gaye?
Adina Howard. Adina Howard.
Adina Howard. Oh, you're taking it back.
I mean, you need. You know, when they talked about it, like for real. I think Chris Brown. What's that record he has? I'm gonna make you wet the bed.
Oh yeah. Wet the Bed.
Wet the Bed. That's a good record. And I don't know what else.
So you have, I mean, those are pretty sensual artists, like that are known, you know, for their sexuality and for getting you, you know, in the mood.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's better? I told you we're gonna get, you know, hot and spicy over
Okay.
here. Making love to music or to porn? What's hotter for you?
Making love to porn?
Mm-hmm. Like,
I
you
don't
know,
think
popping in the tape, getting it on, trying to practice those moves that you see on the screen.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever made love to porn.
What? You're missing out.
Wow, that I gotta try that. I definitely gotta try
Nothing gets
making
you in
love
the
to
mood
porn.
quicker.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. I've never tried it either,
You
so
never
don't feel
tried making
bad.
love to porn?
I think I would be too distracted if I was. I'd be
Right.
looking up and look like, all right, honey, get in that
I
position
always
now.
felt like
You're trying
I
to
always-
mimic the moves.
I always felt
I
like
know, right?
porn in social settings became comedy. Like, I don't know, for me and just the people that I've ever tried to watch porn with, it just always became like comedic. I don't know why. It just didn't have the same feel. So I'll have to choose music. I have to choose like, you know, number 17 on somebody's album, which was never
got
single,
you.
but everybody knows it, you know.
Okay, let's talk about ego a little bit. Have you ever had sex to your own music, though? Tell the truth. Because that is really, I'm not gonna say it's not vain, but
You know
it's
what?
in that arena.
I've done things to my friends' music. What's this?
What?
Yo,
Like friends, like because of course I have friends who make music and they have good songs. I'm like, those songs.
is that little weirdo with like your boy singing over the hook while you're putting in work? Like,
No.
This just
Def-
seems a little awkward.
It was
Like-
definitely
You're like,
definitely a
"That's my
female
jam."
friend.
I know, right? Hey.
It was definitely a female friend. It wasn't me singing, but I wrote on the song. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's pretty
I don't know
cool.
if that's
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
that does make it a lot different. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty. I mean, because you were obviously inspired by something, and it
Right.
brought you back there while you were
Exactly.
listening to the music.
Yeah.
I love it. I think that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as far as relationships are concerned, because this is a hard industry to be in and maintain a relationship, you know,
right.
to keep your sexual life or your dating life private. How do you do that as a musician and as an artist? Because you have to use your own experiences in your music. How do you keep
Right.
any privacy?
I think I've always felt like anybody's personal business is their business. You know what I mean? Even if they tell you their business, it still belongs to them. You know, so I've always been like just a private person, and when it's your business, I feel like you can tell who you want to tell, how you want to tell, you know, and it might be through your music, and that's how I want to share with you what I've experienced, you know what I mean? And just, I don't want to say like, well, just take that. Don't necessarily ask for more, but I kind of want to say that at the same time, you know, just take that. I'll share. I'll continue to share. I won't be selfish, but don't be selfish either. Let me, you know, do it at my own pace, you know what I mean? So that's how I kind of think about it. And I don't know, in this industry, I really think that it takes two people who understand each other. It's like, you know, people say I don't like to date within the industry, but then at the same time, it's like, well, somebody not in the industry doesn't understand your
Right.
schedule.
Yeah.
They don't understand you're at the studio, and they're like, well, what does that mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how long does it take for you to write a song? Like, you know what I mean? They don't understand that. And so it's kind of like, I really do think it takes somebody who understands.
Well, how do you deal with jealousy with your partner? I mean, you're making music, your hours are crazy, you're constantly around beautiful women. I mean,
Right.
how are you making your partner feel secure at home?
Yeah, that's really hard to do. I think it's hard to do if there's someone who doesn't feel secure, you know, feel secure within the relationship because of past experiences or whatever case may be. I think that's really hard to do. I've always felt like, you know, when people get jealous about exes or like your ex hit you up on Facebook and da 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 da.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
my
Everybody
mentality.
experiences that.
Yeah,
Right.
my mentality is like, well, you know, I kind of broke up with my ex, so if I wanted my ex back, I could be back with my ex, but I'm not. You know what I mean? And that just lets you know that I would have never been in this relationship if I wanted to be with my ex.
Right.
You know, that's just my mentality. You know what I mean? So I try and be logical about it, and I try and be understanding too, because everybody isn't.
But I don't
So
think
cut and
that
dry.
everybody gets that though. I think some people need a little bit more
That's true.
than others. Will you
Right.
go that extra mile to make your partner feel more secure if they're a little insecure?
To a certain extent, because I think, I think, after a while, it becomes nothing you can do about it. It becomes less about you, and it becomes more about their past experiences or more about them. And it's like, you are trying to adjust your behaviors or give certain things, and it really, the root of it has nothing to do with you. And so you can't really necessarily fix it. You can try and help by being a good, being a good boyfriend in a relationship. You can try and help, but you can't, I don't feel like you can fix that. You know what I mean? Because the root of it, you weren't even there for. You don't even know what happened. You don't even know. You have no clue what they were dealing with or what they were experiencing. So hopefully you can help them get past that. But you can't fix it, only they can.
So in other words, girls, do not be coming to men with your baggage, all right? Deal with that. Leave the baggage alone before you come to the door, all right? We ain't got time for that.
Okay, talk a little bit about romance, and because you can do R&B, you can do rap, you can dance. I mean, but can you be romantic? Like, is that something that you're capable of really doing, or are you just perpetrating in your music?
No. I'm definitely genuine within my music. I say how I feel. I say what I would want to do, or I say what I've experienced. I think romance it's important. People like to feel special. You know what I mean? I think you just do certain things. I'm not the person who, I don't know if I'm getting flowers all the time, but I'll get flowers, but I don't know if it's going to be all the time. You know what I mean? I can't commit to that, but I definitely express how I feel through my actions.
Why is it that some men feel like some women are worth it and not others? Because, like, why do you guys wind up choosing who you guys choose in the first place? Like that, to that question.
I think it's probably different for a lot of people. You know what I mean? I think you need that friendship. You need that foundation. You need something more there than just anybody. Anybody you can come across, like you say, being around beautiful women all the time. Anybody you come across and take home or something like that. You need something that's a little bit more solid.
I need a good credit score. That's my prerequisite. All right,
there
just
you
say
go.
it.
He's talking marriage.
So what's your FICO score?
Right. Let's go get a car together.
I do need a COA.
Do you do the take them home to mama? Do you do that when you are serious with someone?
Yeah, I've done that in the past. The weird thing about my family is it's like people don't always bring the people that they're dating around. It's not common. It's kind of like you have to be a bit serious about this person, because I have a really big family. So, or they might get them confused with somebody else and ask them a question that was meant for somebody else you brought earlier who you aren't with anymore. That could get kind of awkward.
Ooh. I've had my mother do that. She's like, "Oh, I remember him," and I'm like, "That's not him, Mom."
Exactly.
This is your
That
first
is so
time
awkward
meeting
too.
him.
Yeah,
Ouch.
so you got to be a little choosy with that. I think you should definitely take your time and make sure you're serious about the person and not just like, this is the person I'm dealing with for this week. Let's go. It's my cousin's birthday.
Pretty much, yeah.
I 100% agree. I cannot 100% agree anymore with you on that. Definitely, when you start, it starts sending mixed signals to them too. If you're taking every chick to meet your mom and dad, they're starting to think they're the one if you're just playing around with them. And I think that's not being authentic, genuine to them. So just take the one to mom that you feel that passionate about. Like,
right, exactly.
You're going to put the ring on it eventually.
Exactly. And you also want them to take whoever you bring around seriously.
Exactly.
If you bring around a lot of people, they're just going to just think they're just anybody.
Right,
after
the
a
family's
while.
like, "Oh, here's another one."
Exactly. You know what I mean? And then you don't take their relationship seriously. It's like, if they're talking about the issues, like, with who? I've met like 18 people, like, within a year. I don't know. I don't take this seriously. Until you do, I won't. You know what I mean?
Well, we have some serious questions for you. We're going to wrap things up in just a second. But on Love on Top, we always have a different artist come in that has to give us the nitty-gritty, the naked truth. Okay?
Uh-oh.
So the naked truth are a series of questions where we just ask you have to give us an honest answer.
Right.
If you feel uncomfortable, too bad.
Well, there you go. There you have it.
Okay, biggest turn on sexually, go.
Good kissing.
Ooh, I like a man who likes to kiss. Okay, do you ever kiss
good.
and tell? Do you ever kiss and then go back to your friends like, "Yeah, hit that"?
No, not really, no.
You're very private.
I'm a very private person.
All right, drunk sex or sober sex?
Drunk. Buzzed.
Buzz sex.
I like champagne. Buzzed.
Oh, okay. So champagne does it for him, ladies.
Yeah.
If you see him out in the club, send him a bottle. And then industry crush that you would crush. Who in the industry
crush
do you
that
think
I
is
would
super hot?
crush?
And if you could take them down, you would.
You know who I think is hot? I think Tiana Taylor's hot.
Oh, okay.
I think Tiana Taylor's actually really, really hot. I think she kind of crept up on everybody though.
Unexpected.
Yeah, unexpectedly, and then you follow her on Instagram or something. You see Instagram posts, you're like, oh wow, wait a minute.
I didn't know she had all that.
Oh wow.
All right, last
Everything
question.
comes together. Yeah.
Are you a cuddler? Are you a sleeper? Or are you a eater after sex?
Cuddle and eat.
Cuddle and eat?
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, I'm
Cuddle,
doing
eat.
both.
But what exactly are you eating? No, I'm just
Ah.
okay. All right. You did good. You answered all the naked truth questions very honestly. And so we appreciate that. Now, we have to wrap up. We want to make sure that you guys check out TUKO. Whenever you get an opportunity, download his album. TUKO, where can they get your album at?
You can get my album at itstuko.com. itstuko.com.
Okay.
Yes.
And then if they want to pull up your videos or go to your website, how can they reach you?
Itstuko.com. Everything's on there. You want to follow me on Twitter? It's itstuko.com. You want to follow me on Instagram? It's TUKO. Everything, all my hands are Itstuko. ITSTUKO.
Everything. Instagram
Everything.
and Twitter.
Try to keep it simple. You know what I mean? I don't want to make it difficult.
Okay, well, there you guys have it. An amazing artist, singer, rapper,
Yes.
producer, dancer, choreographer, love maker, TUKO in the building, y'all. I'm your
Renaissance man.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Spicy Madi. You can play with my Twitter or stroke my Instagram at spicy_Madi. And Kevin, where can they find you?
I'm Kevin John. You can find me on Twitter at HeyKevinJohn, on Instagram at HeyKevinJohn, on my website, it's kevinjohn.com. Got the it's from you.
Oh, there you go.
Not really, but still.
And thank you, TUKO, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, Dario Kristen, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network. If you have questions or comments, tweet us at BHL Online or email us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. For more exclusive content, visit blackhollywoodlive.com. This has been a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network. The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.